beneficial to both.
Why would I
Cloud and Eric
cancel
to
it,
be healed.
Brandon? Why would I need to cancel
if one
it?
guy's got full life and the other is like completely dead, you don't want to cast the two like on both of them because it's more effective. Like, you know, think of a magnifying glass. When it's with one, it's more powerful. If it's on two, it's like broken out across the two.
So it's split. Yep.
Exactly.
Here he is, Tiger King. What was that? Was that the 5th try? I mean, it sounds pretty lame saying 5th try, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, no, but for a first time round, I don't think that's bad at all. Like, Brandon and I talked about it, you know, 50 times. I think I needed at least 5 times. I definitely needed more from memory. But yeah, you did it. You pulled through. You got there. It's not an easy fight. Very proud of you, Ant. We've got it done.
This guy.
You can buy Mr. Cuddlesworth from him if you want to.
Your tune has changed, hasn't it, bro? Dude, I'm on a high. Arsenal won. We beat Hell House. Let's go.
So, get down into the depths of Wall Market. Let's get some drinks. Let's live it up, baby.
You know, you know where we're going. The one spot. Is it down here?
Nah.
Nope. Too drunk, too... Oh, I definitely know where it is. It's down here for sure.
Now. Yep.
Yes. Welcome.
Oh,
Stop.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's going on? Stop. Something's happening. I think Brandon's got some intel. We're going to the club, Brandon. We're going, look.
Yeah, we're going to the club. We're drinking it up, baby. Woo.
This is it, baby. This is the spot. Me and Stoll determined before earlier in the stream. This is the spot.
Yeah, this is where you get amongst
drinks.
This is where
cocktails. Yeah. Be it one, whatever you want, whatever your franchise is. We're here. Bar end. Go back to Coliseum. Okay, is this a secret? Hey, Aerith, follow.
I don't think I know this.
You don't know this? This is intriguing. I can't go up there, right? Or I could, but it's probably going to lead to a treasure chest that I can't get.
But we're coming back.
Otherwise, I'll lose Aerith, and
we are living it up.
You lose Aerith and can't do the challenge. Oh, okay.
What?
Coliseum? Wait. Let me get my bearings. Up here on the right. Okay. If you're also, sorry to say this, if you're wondering why it takes so long for the map to load there, it's because I'm running Final 7 Remake off an external hard drive to the PS5. So it thinks about these things. I'm not sure if that was
360, son.
I'm not sure if that was present. 360 mean 180. I'm not sure if that was present.
Yes, 180.
Sorry for starting you back there. It's all good. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the loading times are present, so if you find that they're a little bit long, it's for that reason. Okay. Hello, ladies.
Yeah, what's Brandon on about? I don't know this.
Oh, so Brandon, drop the knowledge, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, let's just talk. Let's talk.
Are we talking to the chick out of? Have you ever seen the film The Gentleman? What's it called? Oh my god, so lame.
The Gentleman? Yes, I saw it. It's brand new.
No, not The Gentleman. It's important to learn Cloud and Aerith's new limit break.
Ooh, yeah, you do need to get on that.
Yep. Go down the elevator. Okay. So this chick here, she looks like the villain with blades for legs out of Kingsman, the Gentleman's Club, Kingsman, the very first Kingsman. Oh, it's such a good film. Good film. Okay, elevator.
Sorry, mate.
Is that the elevator?
The name sounds so familiar. I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah, I got time for the Kingsman. Let's go. Okay, elevator, bang.
Yeah, man, we're getting back to that banging music.
Mm-hmm.
Spend as much time in this area as you like.
I'm really glad I got some beers and Buster Swords on a Saturday night, just banging this out. Ooh, you're right. Yes, Brandon, you've seen Kingsman as well. You know the chick I'm talking about. Bowl cut, short in the front, long at the back, blades for legs.
Okay. Is that Guy Ritchie film that is set in, King Arthur days?
No.
Okay. Completely wrong film. Sorry.
This is the comic book thing. Okay, so not in here. Maybe we need to go next door.
Oh yeah.
Next door, talk to the house. Hey, house. Guess what?
Yeah.
Kicked your ass. Not in here.
Nah,
okay.
You're talking to Tiger King, mate, for sure.
Alright, Tiger King, here's a go. And talk to Charlie after this if you want a fat chocobo summon. Oh, I hate that I have to deal with Chadwick.
Hey, been waiting for you.
It's a tough fight. Fat Chocobo was a very tough fight, but it's similar.
Okay.
Because you use a lot of different magics, different elements. Okay, well, you can go through and do these challenges. What is the benefit of doing these challenges right now? I think Brand is alluding to that you will get Cloud and Aerith's new limit breaks. That's why. Fair, and well, I mean, do one and see how quickly you get through. You know, you might roll them over. I don't remember these fights. Because when I did these fights, I came back and did them later on, and I was way too powerful. These might actually be difficult fights for you, but for me at the time, they were way too easy. But yeah, let's have a look. Oh, you're dealing with rats, mate. You did this in 2 seconds.
I don't have my elemental on though.
Yeah, and it is actually 1 of 5, so we'll see what number 5 is like. It'll probably kick your butt. But the idea is that these go quick, right? Yeah, so...
Yeah, yo, the music's bumping. Dude. Hey, yeah, it's the... Oh, hello. Okay, yep, I'm dead. I mean, I'm dead. That's what happens.
Face suck. Having a face suck, mate. Just a bit of a... That's what we expect in War Market. It's just, you know, the place where we get
We've all been there. In the club, a couple of drinks.
Just in the club, a couple of drinks, and then all of a sudden you suck a face with a monster. Like, it happens. I know.
yeah. Not something you want. Okay, I gotta be less gung-ho about this. Let's use my triple slash. Oh, nope. Ooh. Possibly gonna die on the second here. Okay. Well, you have to give up because you're about to die. Run! Run from the bubbles! Hey.
Bring it.
I'm poisoned. I'm fucked. Oh, I'm fucked. This fight's over.
Yeah, you're done. You're done for sure. If I may interject, Brandon, I'm not sure if this is worth it right now. I feel like
I agree.
We move on just for stream's sake, but we'll come back for sure.
So that's where you get... Wait, you come back here? That's amazing.
You get extra items for doing it. Oh, you can come back here. Yeah. Okay. At some point in the game.
I hate this sword, man. I hate this sword. It's just not the buster, is it?
Back out. Well, this is the thing, and this is what I like, is that you have, you know, the right tool for the job, and the job, in the particular job,
look at her.
Hand just
look at
her.
Look at her. Stage 4 clinger. Just stage 4 clinger, man. Just never takes her eye off.
Let him be. Cannot take. Yeah, exactly. Every move he makes. Cloud.
I would like to ask you.
What are you doing? Excuse me, Cloud.
I would like to ask you a question, Stoll, and Brandon, an extended question to yourself. You're both Team Aerith. Has my commentary on Aerith's behavior throughout this remake changed your view of how wholesome she is?
No.
Okay.
It's all about the Aerith. She has her own theme song. She has her own theme song. It's everything. When you're an OG player and you know who Aerith is, and then you've gone through the pain, you've done that, and you have to fight Jenova with the Aerith theme in the background, and you're almost in tears, saying, "Oh my God, have we really come to this? Is this what this is about?" It's always Team Aerith, always. Until she dies, it's Team Aerith.
Oop. Nah, Tifa. You're mad. You're mad. This will be the running theme of the whole playthrough.
I feel like you're getting sucked into the aesthetics there. Like, yep, she's stacked. We get it.
No.
I feel like you're more on a superficial level.
Nah, I just take strong people over agreeable, weak Aerith over here. Cloud's like, hey, guess what? It might rain. Aerith's like, ha 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 ha. Look, it's raining. You're right. So dumb.
And Tifa's response would be?
Nice one, Cloud.
Shut the F up. Yeah.
Here she is. Madame Hydra. Shout out to Marvel Comics readers, Madame Hydra.
Good. I have everything I need to get
Ha!
started.
Guess what?
Just
We're
one
not
thing before you go.
dishwashers.
You're the Cloud, right? Well, I've heard a few stories about you helping out the people.
That is so funny. It's hilarious, dude.
If you don't mind me
Yeah.
saying so, though. You
Today,
could be doing a little bit more. The rule of karma is highly respected in the slums.
Rule of karma,
A
eh?
somewhat
Okay.
decent person deserves a
I like
somewhat
the spitterness
decent
of it.
price.
Just using this moment to do a
Let's not
quick
kid
toilet break.
ourselves.
We'll be back in a moment,
Go
ladies and
for it,
gentlemen.
go for
We're
it.
gonna look at what she's wearing. All right. Now that that's out of the way, once you change, you won't be able to leave town. Are you sure you're ready?
Madame Hydra and the Viper are the same. In some iterations, yes, they are. To my knowledge, I'm not a Marvel geek, but yeah, I thought Madame Hydra and Viper are the same. Have Aerith get changed? Yeah, let's change
All
her.
right then. Let's
Yeah.
get started.
Ah, it's cool, man. You read
Beauty
you read
takes a lot
Marvel
of
too,
work and
Brendan. Yeah, nice.
preparation. Far more than you'd know.
I'm a massive
In the
Marvel
meantime,
geek. I mean, apart from the Madame
let me
Hydra
see, let me
info.
think. There ought to be things you can only do without your friend. Now's your chance to get out and have some fun.
Although
I can
I'm
tell
suspect
you're
on her.
already beginning to
She
feel
seems a
at
bit
home here. Though being so
Madame
naked,
M.
I assumed you still wouldn't know.
Bit
how
too
to
sultry
enjoy
for the
yourself
likes of
properly.
Cloud, if you ask me.
So I went and had a chat with Sam. He said he'd be happy to help you out.
Hey, no one asked you to do that.
But there's so much you don't know. This is the perfect opportunity for you to learn the ways of the world and man the hell up. And that's enough of that.
Fair?
Eric,
That's a fair
come
comment.
with me.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see the dress.
The dress is part of it, sure. But we'll also need to do something about that plain Jane makeup and hairdo. This is gonna take some work.
She's just shitting all over Aerith right now.
Well, I'll see you later, Cloud.
Peek, and I'll poke out your eyes.
Good. It's the women's sanctum. We don't peek in there. We're correct in that. Okay. So she said, leave us to our devices. We have the materia store, the items, obviously. Chadley. Oh, fuck Chadley. I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to go straight mission. Parting ways. So up here and to the left. Let's do it. Yeah, man. Everyone's getting ripped off. And left here. We're all good. Want to live in a world where everyone is so perfect. Aerith Beauty is homely. Yeah, mate. I mean, here he is, Hugh Jackman.
Adam M. said you.
I'll save that comment.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You ditched your lady friend and fellow champion to have a boys' night out in Walmart.
Yes, that's exactly right, mate.
Kidding. If I know the madam, and I do, this was all her idea. I can see why.
Yo, I said this before. The Madam
When it comes to
and Sam or Hugh Jackman Chocobo Trainer,
can't help but have my doubts.
they're like this, man. Two peas in a pod. They're together.
There's nothing wrong with expanding your horizons, neither. Seeking new experience.
Expanding your horizons. We all know what that means. A little bit of Mako nose beers. A little bit of time down in the dungeon, in the Sahara bar.
You game?
Yeah, why not?
That's the spirit. You have yourself a grand time.
Wait a
We're
minute.
getting roped into things we don't want to do.
I would already be like, excuse me, aren't you the guy that cheated? You cheated, you asked me which heads or tails, and you used a double-headed coin. I would immediately pull out the Iron Blade and be like, whoa, 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 sweet child. Brandon, I want to live in a world where everyone is so perfect. Aerith Beauty is homely.
You have yourself a grand time tonight.
It's very subjective because I don't find Aerith as attractive as any of the other Final Fantasy VII ladies, so I cannot agree to a certain terms. I'm sure Stoll probably is on your same path. I just find Aerith annoying.
I think you're basing her on the merits of her personality way too closely, because Aerith is not just about. She's not
Voice.
just about what she says, who she is, all that sort of thing. She is that girl that you're talking about, that homely kind of girl who is,
Stoll.
willing to. What? Yeah, these boys. That's me and you, man. That's me and you on Friday night.
Yes, I was about to say it, but it's basically yeah. For sure. Okay. Okay.
But it's much more to that, because you know that Aerith is kind of like Mother Nature. You know, she's kind of like this all-encompassing soul of goodness. She is the epitome of goodness in this world. And for you to say, you know, the epitome of goodness should not be the mother of my child. I mean, who are you? You going for stacked Tifa? Alright, Mr. Superficial. Fine.
When has Tifa not been the epitome of goodness? Excuse you.
She's a lovely girl. Absolutely lovely girl. All on board with the Tifa.
So, apparently,
Every kettle of fish.
United Colors of Bennington is a side mission.
You're looking for? Oh, you must be the merc I've been hearing about.
Everyone looks like Guy Ritchie in here with a flat cap.
My dad. His drunk ass has been at the bar for hours.
The flat cap is coming back in FF7.
He's probably 3 sheets in over at Drunkard's.
I have a flat cap. Maybe I'll wear it for next one. I should have worn it for this one if I knew everyone would wear a flat cap in War Market. Okay, where is he? Where's your drunk
You're definitely
dad?
wearing a flat cap next stream.
Oh, Jonny!
Sam caught me up on everything. He said you're gonna go rescue Tifa. And to do that, you're trying to learn all about Wall Market. Bro, I know this town like the back of my hand, so I can answer all of your questions. Now, let's go knock this one out. The bar's this way, Cloud. Drunkards, here
Let's
we
go, Jonny. I'm with you. Alright.
So just a quick tidbit for you, Ant. If you hadn't spoken to Jonny when I told you to chase after him, you wouldn't be doing this right now.
Best place in Wall Market
Nice.
to drink away your problems.
Yeah.
This is the
War
Drunkard's
Market
Den,
is
the
complex,
best place in Wall
and
Market to
the
drink
choices
away
you
your
make
problems.
throughout the game influence War Market in ways you would never imagine.
Whoa, you can't just waltz in there uninvited. Listen,
Have a good look around.
What are you talking about? I can't waltz in here uninvited. I'm the champion, bro. First
I
of
like
all,
that. He's introducing culture. You know, he's saying there's etiquette, man. You don't just do that.
I see one female in here. I gotta
She's at the
appreciate.
stage, man.
Yeah, I gotta appreciate the karaoke. Right, can I order some teppanyaki? Maybe I can order some gozes, some
Looks delicious.
chocobo intestines. No, cool.
That is for sure chopped up
Yeah.
chocobo. Go back and have a look in the bathroom.
Oh, hello. Where's the bathroom?
I mean, in an establishment such as this, where would you look for in a bathroom? Next to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Speaking.
Oh, hello.
shit! These are high stakes, man!
Man in line.
Again.
Come on, asshole! Hurry the hell up!
Let's get out of here, bro. What are you doing in here? A bit of the old Mako nose powder? Mako nose
Oh,
beers?
we know this guy. This is OC guy. So obviously we've got man from the OC here just hurling into the toilet. He does not feel well.
With his cuffed up chinos and his boat shoes. That's what happens when you do too many Mako nose beers, mate.
Stupid town can kiss my ass. Not if you don't
Okay.
you're alive first.
There's music somewhere. Maybe I talk to this guy?
Thank you. I signed with Shinra Records a while back, but I'm still looking for my first big hit. It's been 7 years now. Not easy, but you gotta do what you love. And I love to sing. This is a new song of mine. Maybe it'll be that #1.
Is he singing the Mako song?
He's
Oh,
singing
Midgar, the Midgar Blues.
The
right.
Midgar Blues.
Oh, tarts. This is you, mate.
Hey, what's the mullet? Oi, I didn't know your dad was in this game, Stull.
That is my dad. Don't exit, go over to where Jonny is.
Where's Jonny? Oh, here he is. Sorry, missed him. Oop. This poor soul.
Hey, old dude! Huh? Son, is that you? Did you always look so neurotic? Well, right back at you. Ugh, whatever. We're here to take you back to the store. I'm not going back. Not ever. My life is ruined. It's over. Kill me now. Come on, there's no need to talk like that,
Rough
old
times.
dude. I'll help you out with whatever you need. Really? Oh, thank you, son. See, I made this bet with the materia merchant. A sure thing, but then I lost. And so I had no choice but to steal my heart and surrender my precious inspiration. Your precious who with the what now? Inspiration.
Johnny's so dumb, bro.
Without it, there's simply
Yeah, but he's a fine addition to the game.
Going back to the store. Got it. I mean, I don't got it, but I just need to get your inspiration back, right?
I love his getup. You know, he's going denim jacket, rolled up sleeves, shirtless, showing his abs. Like he's just flexing, man. That's his deal.
With a massive spike belt, with a massive powerlifter's belt. Okay, we got to.
Although he does not know how materia works either. Like, he's just like, I don't know how materia works. But
I've always thought about it. How many people in this world know materia or know the power of it? Because you seem to just be the only one walking around just, yeah, I'll buy some fire. Like, are they buying fire to just light their loungers up, you know, at night? No, don't want to go in there. I want to go the blue exclamation mark.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are people buying from the materia store?
Yeah.
Like, we go buy matches, they
back in
they
Arabia, dude. Back in Arabia, dude. I want to continue this conversation. I will in a second, dude. I want to quickly say something about Arabia.
Yeah.
In our personal lives, I have actually begged Anthony to come to Thailand with me. I said, dude, we've got to go to Thailand. This is that. You focused on this area and said, this is cool. I'm telling you, Anthony, this is Thailand. So
I'm sure
you're
it is.
In cool bars, just drinking, having a good time. That's what it's all about. Sorry for the aside, everyone, but sometime maybe Anthony and I will go to Thailand together.
We'll get there, bro.
We'll get there. No, don't do that. You want to go to the other building across the way.
Across the way?
I have my beef with this because in this game,
wait for me.
well, let's just let.
Oh, here he is.
Let's just let the guru here tell us what's up.
This is it, huh?
And what do you two want?
I'm here for the precious inspiration you took from the old dude.
Inspiration?
This guy's so seedy. I didn't know Cheech became a seedy dude sitting on him. On the couch like a Greek god.
It's mine by rights now.
Well, that's
Get him
true.
some grapes.
But I tell you what, I'll consider
Nah, he's full Cheech with the glasses, man. He's about to get a spliff out.
Yeah, where's
What
John,
you
bro?
need?
This dude is musty.
real men.
Only soldiers are using it so far.
I need
Ah.
you to get me something from the
Yeah, you're right.
machine at the
Only
end.
soldiers are using it.
You know
Materia, that's what we're talking about.
You know.
No, I don't think
We'll get back in that chat in a sec.
How good's Johnny's denim?
Sauce?
Wings on his jeans.
Denim on denim. Denim on denim. He loves it, man.
Anyway, good luck.
Alright,
Get the sauce,
bye.
dude. You're in search of the sauce. So back to what Brandon was saying. Back to what we were saying. In who harnesses materia? Who are the people who equip this and use it? You hear Jesse say in the beginning, this is like, you know, everyone uses materia.
That's who has the sauce?
No, you're in the wrong place. You want to go back to the restaurant. They're doing ramen. And on the other hand, we only have soldiers and what have you using materia. Now, materia is such a special... It's almost a sacred thing in the Final Fantasy VII universe. For me, particular. You just pass the restaurant. The inn. Sorry, Johnny's at the inn. There he is.
Yeah, here. Yeah.
Sorry to mix you up.
Hey, are you really leaving me out?
You have the mystery involved with materia. And for me, when you have mystery involved in something, the more you explain it, the more that it becomes commonplace, the more that it loses its flavor. If you guys are with me here.
Yeah, okay. Talk on it, speak on it.
Yeah. So
That's it. That's the one.
let me put this into good terms
It
for
looks
you.
like a regular old
Yeah?
vending machine, right? You ready for this? All right. This particular model.
Secret
has-
buttons.
Don't infuse something. Oh, sorry.
Where?
Yeah, we'll just let this
Well,
scene play
I
out.
can't tell you. It's a secret. You just need to tap into your knowledge and expertise. Like, grab it and whip it out. And then you'll be able to see everything.
So many innuendos with Johnny. Use assess? Yes.
I don't need to whip it out. I've done this before.
That's why I was
Watch
like,
this.
dude, you need the cleansing material. It comes up later.
Look at
That's
you,
another
bro.
situation.
Huh? Is this the sauce? I don't know.
You're a winner! Have a prize!
Picking up on our conversation last week,
That
do you think
scared me.
Rude likes Tifa because
Well,
they're
we've
both
done what we said we
brawlers?
would. Let's go back and talk.
Good question. Good question. We will come back to that. We will answer it, but we'll just sort of let these scenes play out for a sec, because I am on something here. I'm on my own little rant. Sorry.
Go on, go on.
And it's the balance between the fantastical and reality. You know, reality is what we know when we play the game. You know, we kind of feel attached to that, and that's why Final Fantasy VII was so great in the beginning, because it had all these things what you would sort of agree with internally in your mind and say, okay, yeah, I can confide in that. I'm set in reality to for the most part, and then the fantastical things such as I'm casting magic and all that sort of thing, they're more of a side point. So it wasn't something that you necessarily thought was a big deal and had a weighing gravity in the game. It was just there, and you kind of accepted it and then sort of shelved it and put it off because you were more involved in the big sword, fighting against mechanical monsters and all that sort of thing.
Boys,
Let the scene play out and I'll continue.
sorry for making you go to all this trouble for nothing. Don't worry, there's still time for you to learn and grow as men.
Oh, well, if there's anything else we can do, let us know.
Oh, right. Hate to break it to you, but that thing you were looking for? Not here. It's long, long gone.
This dude is musty, bro.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to be around
Yeah.
him.
Nope.
Dude, he just sent you out on a fool's
Yeah.
errand just to like get something for him, and it's not even like he doesn't even have the thing you want.
Well,
Super
guess we know where we're headed next.
dirty, that guy.
Musty, man.
Well, that's that. Time to polish the old
Yeah,
orbs.
polish your orbs,
Give 'em a
dude.
spit shine so they positively sparkle.
You're clearly not someone we want to do business with.
Get going already.
When you send us on a fool's errand like that, we get you what you need, and then you do that to us. What an
Spit shine, the old
Dude,
orbs.
dude.
Jeez.
CUNT, yeah. See you next
Yeah.
Tuesday, bud.
Fair. Yeah, you were saying about the mythical.
So, going back to the fantastical and reality, and the
Okay,
fact
yeah.
that the OG drew into the reality parts, and then the fantastical were more, side things. It was never the main focus, and that's why you could sort of identify with the game, because it was enough in reality for you to say, "Oh, this is super interesting." Now, if you're gonna have fantastical things, don't remove the mystery by explaining it.
The materia
Yeah.
gave you something, yeah?
That's a really important point, and I'll drive that through in a moment. Let's just let this cutscene play out.
You hear about that? I'm surprised. Didn't take you for the type. Let me ask you something. Either of you know anything about cooking?
Nope, never cooked once.
Yo, this feels like OG.
For some reason,
Like,
my food
Yeah.
doesn't
Instead of
taste
hunting
nearly as good as
down
it used to.
Cloud's
I was
pieces of
hoping
clothing
one
to
of
make
you
him look like a
might
girl,
be able
you're
to
doing
help me
this.
figure it out. I've narrowed it down to the fridge, the stove,
Yeah, to a
and the
degree,
hearth.
Yeah.
But I'm not
they've
sure
definitely,
what to believe.
satisfied the market, as in the people that were expecting to do this sort of thing. So to give his advice,
I feel like level 2's high enough.
yeah, do that.
Let's try.
I seriously have no idea what it could be. This sucks.
Strongest stove.
I've got it. The problem is, the heat's not high enough.
Don't say that to a Thai chef. A Thai
Yeah,
chef's like,
right?
we only cook on the highest temperature.
Let me try turning it on to see if you're right. Well, will you look at that? Works fine. Here, eat up.
Man, this
Give me that teppanyaki, baby.
It's got a feast.
Yo, he looks like he's got multiple dishes there. Jonny. So, Brendan... Oh, Johnny's sick.
Sorry.
Brendan was asking,
so
do you feel like Rude likes Tifa because they're both
I know.
brawlers?
We'll come back to that conversation. Just I've got to get this balance between the fantastical and reality out.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. Yeah, as I just mentioned, I rode home the point. If you're going to have fantastical things, don't remove the mystery by explaining it. And I feel that's a common trope in Final Fantasy Remake, is that they want to explain the fantastical by saying things like, you know, you've got Jesse who says, oh, you know, every man and his dog has materia, what, you don't know how to use it? And then, you know, you're in the church, and Aerith is like, oh yeah, I've got a materia too in my headband, but I don't know how to use it. Just like, stop trying to explain it, stop trying to say who can use it and who can't. I agree with what Brandon said, actually, and he's like, you know, only the soldiers can use it. That's how it should be. That's exactly how it should be. Like, this is a mystical thing. There shouldn't necessarily be shops all over town selling this stuff. This isn't for everyone. This is for people who are worthy, people who are soldiers, in my opinion. Johnny's hurting, man.
I completely agree with you, dude. Like, yeah, Johnny's, mate, cheeky chicken, that'll do it to you, dude. You get some of that fried. You gotta be thinking about it. I never asked this thing yourself. Square was the G-spec creating material instead of using plain magic. It fits the steampunk theme very well.
Yeah, so Brandon's kind of in my boat. It's like, don't take the mystery out of it.
Well,
just let these mystical orbs be themselves. You know, just like
I agree with you, dude, and I'm sure any avid Final 7 player or Final Fantasy player would agree. It's just at the same time, I'm sure they were like, we're probably gonna have how many newcomers playing this game who have never experienced the first, and their question is going to be around materia. So,
well, this is the great. They explained it so well in the OG. You're at Mount Nibelheim, right? And you're going through the old reactor, and you're in some caverns.
So
and
I need to do this quest, right? I can't.
Is the Burning Thighs one? Yeah, do the Burning Thighs one. If that's your only option, do that.
Yeah.
But not Parting Ways, but Burning Thighs. Yeah.
Gotcha.
In the OG, you're in Nibelheim, in the reactor, in the caverns there underneath, and you see these crystals forming, and they actually do explain what materia is. They say, oh, materia is crystalline Mako energy. You know, it condenses and then forms the materia.
Lol.
Head trainer. If you've got some time to spare, how about a little bit
The
of
suit's
fun?
hair is amazing.
Wanna try taking on one of our guys?
You're not serious, are you? Look at him. He's a scrawny little thing. I could snap him like a twig.
Now. I wouldn't judge this one by his muscle mass. What do you say, Cloud? If you want
Yo, is this dude meant to look like a lady?
He certainly talks like one.
Certainly looks like one. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Wait.
Okay.
Do I challenge?
You're gonna have to concentrate, Ant. Yeah. Yeah, go for it for sure. We want to complete this activity.
Let's go, Ronnie.
My tip, you have to start super slow in the beginning, and then you'll slowly ramp it up and get quicker, but be slow in the beginning, yeah? Just only press the buttons when it tells you to. So yeah, I really wanted to get that point out on materia and the mystery, because I feel like that's something that you don't want to over-explain, and in the remake it has been over-explained. But I think this is something that's wrong with the Final Fantasy compilation in general, is that they feel like they have to explain things, whereas in the OG it was explained just enough without going into too much detail, and that was the brilliance of it, because yeah, you can just explain it at a superficial level, and then the mystery still keeps you engaged. That's why you're so interested in this game, because they have such a brilliant concept, and then for you to be like, oh, okay, is that okay? Well, and then they explain it as to how it functions at a logical level enough that you say, okay, I accept that, as to not go into the deep. Whereas if you make it mainstream, which is what they're trying to do in Remake, you know, you've got Jesse saying, everyone has material, all that stuff. Okay, that's a very politicized comment, Brandon, and I think you're kind of on the right track.
Did you see my
squats?
I was just crushing that.
Yeah. Congratulations, Ant, for crushing that.
What's your record?
43.
So bad at this game.
We're obviously not here to talk about politics, but I feel like you're on the right track there, Brandon. I feel like
of course, I agree.
Thing. Yeah. So, yeah. But I also feel like it is like, Square wants to expand on the game, so just in that sense, they're like, we want to explain things. So that's also a thing.
Thanks for helping me teach my boys a valuable lesson. And sorry for dragging you into it. Cloud?
I got to do... There's a response.
Now you're
I feel like Jules is kind of a stand-up dude too, just to put that out there. I feel like he does have everyone's best interests at heart.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So you can go back to Sam now. Yeah. So back to what we were saying. I kind of do want to finish up that whole chat on materia and the mystery. It will come up again because the mystery isn't sort of. I've had big, deep thoughts about Final Fantasy VII and the mystery involved in Final Fantasy VII. And the mystery, like just the materia is a small piece of the mystery. This is something that will come up in further streams and further chats, and we will get into some deep stuff with it. But that was just me focusing on the materia because it kind of is relevant to what we're doing right now. Yeah. So Brandon had a question, and his question was, because they're both brawlers, do we feel like Tifa and Rude have something in common, and that kind of makes them... Yeah, you're really touching on different facets of love. If someone's interested in another person, common interest is something that's always going to draw you in. So I don't think you're on the wrong path there at all. Maybe Rude sees that in Tifa because she's got her fists up all the time. She's ready to fight. She's a brawler. You're right. She's got her weapon is her fists.
What about Tifa?
I heard
Speaking
Corneo's
of,
gonna audition new girls soon, and Tifa's gonna be. I don't know what to do.
Well, I do.
I'll come too. Hey, Cloud, bro. I can call you bro, right?
Nope.
I love Jonny.
Yeah, I've come around to him.
That you're looking out for Tifa.
But watch guys like this. Totally relieved. You're looking out for the chick I'm in love with.
The way you fight, bro,
just as soon as there's an opening, they're way in.
I really wish I could be just like you. My problem is that I tend to overthink and overanalyze everything. So, bro, do you have any advice for a smart, stand-up guy like myself?
No.
Oh, come on, bro! Well, this is it for me. Call me
Alrighty.
crazy, but I have a feeling that I'll just be getting in the way.
Go find Aerith at Madame M's. Tell her to wait for me there when she's done. Think you can handle that?
Yes, sir!
Is this where I think it is? Is this Corneo's mansion? So there was no dressing Cloud up. No dressing Barrett up. Just Colosseum.
We'll see.
Just Colosseum of Death.
Yeah, well, let's get into Corneo's mansion and see.
Hui, Leslie, and the lackeys. Hey boys, remember me? I'm the Colosseum champion. Also, cutoffs was so last year, Leslie.
Got a letter of approval right here.
Fashion-wise, he does what he wants.
For women, right? Yeah, it's for Aerith.
No social conforms there.
Oh, that girl you were with. Sorry to hear that. Well, either way, you're stuck out here, pal. I can't let you in.
I wasn't asking for permission.
My guy just hard him.
Trust me, you don't want to screw with the Don. If you even think about causing any trouble, he'll make sure someone pays for it.
Didn't this guy just beat the Hell House? And Leslie's like, sorry, bro.
So hard to break out. Or it could wind up being someone you've never even met before. Get it? You're in the Don's world now. Anyway, you've got some time yet. the audition won't start for a while. If you're sure you want to go through with this, then bring the girl and the letter. But if I were you, I wouldn't.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm sure.
Go on, get out of here.
Yeah, just exit for a minute.
Why are we letting Leslie, of all people, tell us where to go, what to do?
Leslie is actually, he's speaking a fair amount of sense, so do take note of what he says.
Oop. Aerith better come over those steps, looking like...
No, it's not for you. No, back it up.
Still meh. Turns out,
Still for
Walmart. Yeah, it turns out Walmart has the same two barbers as Sector 5.
Fro cuts and bowl cuts.
What are you wearing?
I hear Corneo.
This is actually her second best dress. I think she's pretty stunning in it.
But I thought he might appreciate something a little
Her first dress is ridiculously just... It's not good.
What? You don't like it?
I didn't say that.
Then does that mean you do like it?
See what I mean? Manipulative. Stage 4 clinger, mate.
Hey, wait a minute. Did Jonny forget to give you my message?
The one asking me to stay put? No, I got it. I was worried about you.
I'm starting to think this place is more dangerous than we thought. Who knows what they'll ask you to do in this audition? No way in hell I'll let you go in there by yourself.
By myself? Oh, don't worry. I wasn't gonna. Come on, you'll see.
See what, exactly?
According to Madam M, you've caught the eye of a certain fabulous someone, and they'd like to meet in person.
Huh?
The plot thickens.
Ooh. I've never been so excited about the prospect of cross-dressing. Oh, let me run.
Nah, you have to follow. That's why.
Brutal.
Hey, I see the way you're looking at her.
Lol.
Hey there, cutie. Where you headed? Why don't you let me buy you a cup of coffee?
Cup of coffee. Ooh. Going to Thailand? Nope. Taking a hard left. Down a dark alley. The Honeybee Inn. Let's go.
To see the Honeybee Inn's Andrea Rodea and convince him to give you his stamp of approval. You said you didn't want me going alone, right? Well, with Andrea's help, you can join me. It'll be fun.
Nice.
And honestly, I think you'll look pretty cute in a dress.
What?
It's pretty rare for Andrea to take a personal interest in someone. At least, that's what Madam M said. Trust me, this is gonna work out great. Come on! Don't you want to save Tifa?
Wait.
No can do, Cloud. This is our plan, and
Yes!
you're going to love it.
Let's go, dance.
So, here's how
Let's
we're
go.
going to approach him.
Let's go get our Sunday best on. I'm so glad they included this. I thought they weren't going to include this. I thought we weren't going to get this dress up.
Sound good?
If they took that out, I would have been... Oh, I'd have been a little bit mad. A little bit livid. There he is. Welcome to the Genius Bar. Hello.
Good evening. Welcome to the entertainment extravaganza that is the Honeybee Inn.
We're here to see Andrea Rodea.
You must be Mr. Cloud. He's waiting for you.
Mr. Cloud?
Yes,
I've been
Mr. Cloud.
instructed to send you through without
That's how I
delay.
like to be addressed.
Please, make your way to the stage in the back.
What stage?
The one in the back, sir. Straight through those doors and down the hall.
Okay. It's even more amazing than dressing up, man. Oh, don't get me excited, Brendan. Look at these boys just sitting around the wishing well. What did you call it before? Jenny. Jenny.
I love you, Jenny.
She does look like Jenny. Head to the stage. Let's do it.
This is your first time, right? It's okay.
That is Jenny all over.
Big time.
First,
Why would I want to do that?
Andrea thought it might be a good idea. Over here.
A lot of people want to touch me, Forrest.
Hey, hold on.
Press the buttons in time. The music and the rhythm is the guide. The colors and buttons press positions. Let's go. Wait.
Oh, man,
that was circle. Okay, good.
Yeah, okay. So the idea is when
Gotcha.
the little... Yeah, when it goes through, you press it. You see the outside zoom in. See that? How it kind of like zooms in with the hexagon? Bang. Yeah. Oh, man. Fuck, I just lost that.
Oh! Bring out the Iron Blade.
Fabulous.
My timing's a little off.
Delicious.
I've played Telltale games before. I know what's up. Ugh, not good score. Thought I was doing well.
You've got real rhythm, mister. Move over, girls. A new dancer's come to town.
Nah, I'm good.
Come on, come on. The show's about to start.
This is insane. What is this game doing? Oh, I like how it's like little pods, like a beehive.
My.
You haven't seen the half of a dude. Just wait.
Darling, I had no idea.
Here she is.
I feel like their bumblebee bums are super impractical. Like they're always in the way.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to
How are
sit
you
on the
sitting
couch
right now,
like that.
Jenny?
Yeah, you're right.
Look at his muscles. Aw, he's
What muscles? Come on.
Final Fantasy VII just turns into Moulin Rouge. Let's get it. Watch me, Aerith.
Welcome to the Honeybee Inn, Cloud. You seek my approval, do you?
Andrea's like the RuPaul of Midgar. Everyone loves
He's an
him.
interesting
Everyone
cat,
wants to
man.
impress him.
Super interesting cat.
Yeah.
Super interesting cat. Like,
Lol. See, I feel like he shouldn't be involved in the voting of the Colosseum.
he's one of the three, dude. It's a.
I know, but this is his.
What
this
did
is
Sam say? It's a not a. It's not a Mio. It's a trio.
Alrighty. I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like, this is his arena. Don't come at me when I'm fighting the Hell House, dude. Cloud. Man of many talents.
Well, yeah, you just nailed it. Like, I was gonna be quiet, but this is such a kooky thing to put in the game, and you know why they did it. They're like, we need to live up to the expectations of the Honeybee Inn, and we need to be able to
Oh, I missed
do
someone.
this in a way which is also, yeah, you will miss a couple. They're hard to judge sometimes.
I had to get two
Yeah.
fingers out.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
You concentrate on whatever button it is, and just Aerith is, and you listen to Aerith because she'll have like negative cutscenes
Got
as
you.
well when you do it that poorly.
Missed that one.
So she's happy with you so far.
Barrett wanted to dance in Chapter 7. Did he?
Oh, explain, please. Tell us. Where did he want to dance and what did he want to do? Yeah, but like Honeybee in OG wasn't great. It had kind of a rapey feel to it.
Yeah, a rapey
it wasn't
feel.
Great.
How bad's that?
It wasn't great. No, I mean, this is the thing. They had to somehow turn what they did in 1997 into something that is actually palatable for 2020. It's kooky, it's funny, and I'm all on board. It's funny. Like,
listen, man, you're lying if you've never played those Dance Dance Revolution games and you've done this yourself. I have. I've been there. When we were sabotaging the Airbuster, Barrett said that. We want to dance? Did he? I missed it totally.
Okay. There is a lot of dialogue in this game, and this is the thing. You have so many people going back through the game just to play it, just to analyze the dialogue that is said, because of how important everything that is said in this game is. Because somehow, if you read deep enough into it, there's some sort of influence into the lore, basically, the lore of the game, and it gives you more insight. People are just seeking insight in this game, and doing that.
I love how Hugh Jackman's just like, yep, breaks it down. He's just like, yep, my almighty, boy can dance.
Ooh. The approval. Yeah, now, Ant.
Yeah.
So, look,
alrighty.
I'm not.
Cinematic.
I think this is good. I think this is good. Ant needs to just drop off for a sec. He'll be fine. I'll take over the stream. I think this is so cool. Like, they changed Honeybee in OG, which, if you chose the right things, if you press the right buttons, it's quite questionable the outcomes that you see there. You know, the F room. If I can just place that in those terms, you know, it's called the F room, and I'm not sure how applicable that is in today's world. I like it as it is, and I think, personally, if I'm going to leave this game as it is, then I'm just going to leave it in there and just remake it and make it cool. But I understand how they do also want to kind of be considerate of other people, and fine, if that's what they want to do. This is the best compromise, if you ask me. I feel like they've really hit something fantastic. It's funny. It's actually funny. And it's kind of fun. It's really fun. It's cool. Like, it's not what anyone was expecting, obviously. No one was expecting this. So for them to do this, it's just like, yeah, hats off to you, pal.
A thing without
beauty and expression hard.
To which notions of gender don't apply. Don't ever be afraid.
I don't mind the message. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. It's not over the top. It's a nod, if you ask me, to current world day politics, which is fine. I think you could nod at that stuff. To make your whole game about that, I think that's a different story. But the way that Square has approached this in such a way that was just it's palatable for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're on board with the politics behind it or not. I feel like it's pleasing everybody. It's fun, you know.
So what you were saying, yeah. Wait, do I go in here? No, that's where we just come out of. Right?
No, wait outside for Cloud to come out. He'll come out when he's ready.
So, first question: is this more difficult on hard? Like, does the button presses and the dance change?
It doesn't actually. It's more
Cloud is out.
Oh, he's already in his little corner. So Cloud's feeling really embarrassed about the fact that he's wearing a dress right now. So you need to look for him. He's in one of the corners of...
There he is.
Let's call it Thailand Alley.
There he is. Look at his boots. Look at his boots. And his little bow, he's a little package for us to unwrap. But yeah, so it doesn't change. Like,
not a word.
Not even
yes.
The way he turns around.
But you're so pretty.
Snappy dresser, baby.
Snappy
Let's
dresser.
go. This guy is like super keen. Whoop.
Like in today's world, it's such a touchy subject. You know, it's
Well,
so
it is.
touchy.
It is. But ultimately, like what you were saying as well around the F room in the original one, I never noticed it because when I played it, I was so young. But it's not like they had to cut it out. But I understand why they did, because it probably would have bumped the game's rating up from, like, you know, all ages to, you know, 18 only, like a Grand Theft Auto game or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so yeah, that's understandable. And dude, you're on Andrea's turf, man. If he wants a dance battle you have. You want to flip a coin and guess heads and tails for Sam? That's what you got to do. I'm a bit annoyed though, because it was a bit easy. I mean, annoyed's a loose term. Yes.
I actually no. To get a good score in the dance battle, you actually have to be quite good. I think you're probably just talented, if you ask me.
Dude, you and me used to play Guitar Hero non-stop. Like, that was light work. Make it faster. Make it crazy hard, like the Colosseum. Make it
Yeah,
earn
mate,
it.
that's a good note. Maybe they should introduce like a hard mode.
Like if you play that
look
through
at
on
Leslie's.
hard.
Look at
Here it
Leslie's.
is.
Yeah, no way.
Letters from Andrea
Look at
Rodea
his
and Madame
responses.
That ought to do the trick, right?
You serious?
Is there a problem?
I hope you know what you're...
You serious?
He just knows. He's just like,
Like
yo,
he's, so,
this is-
he's incredulous. Like,
Yeah.
are you really trying this? Like,
You mean to tell me this ain't the same dude I just refused here before with the big giant 10-foot sword? Yep, look at him looking. Caught you, Leslie. I know, I work out.
Today was leg day.
It was, literally.
So were you here for the audition? Second floor, at the very end of the wall. And don't
Alright,
go
Elijah
thinking
Wood,
your nose
calm
in where it
down.
doesn't belong.
Jesus.
Good old jacket, no t-shirt.
It's the look. It's the wall market look. You have to do the squat challenge, level 3. See, they're the type of mini games I would play over and over. For sure. Right?
You wanna go to the end of the hall?
Oh, can't? No? Thought I missed it because I was looking. Hey, isn't this the Beastmaster that we beat down in the Colosseum? Just no eye patch?
Basically, yep.
Yeah.
They're not shy about recycling NPCs in this
Yeah.
game. This is actually a criticism that has come up. You're right.
Room's at the end. Keep walking.
Oh my god. I wish I could remember what Cloud's dress was in the OG. Like of all things Andrea picked, he picked him to be like a 1970s frickin' maid, you know?
You picked that.
Oh, did I?
Because of how many
performance.
how many side quests you did back with
Got you.
Tifa in Sector 7. No, sorry, I take all that back. It is the amount of money you spent at the massage parlor.
Ah, okay.
So the 3,000 gil, that would have got you the best dress.
Come on.
Hey, listen. Cloud will wear anything good.
What I was referring to with Sector 7 is the dress that Tifa wears. Depending on how many side quests you do in Sector 7 is the dress that Tifa wears here in Corneo's palace. And in Sector 5, how many side quests you do there is also how good Erith's dress also looks.
Let's say we escort you to the parlor so you can make yourself more comfortable. Let's get this show on the road.
Where are you taking us?
Come on now. Oopsie daisy. Together with Ted, asshole.
So rapey.
Go down to Corneo.
It is.
So if you leave a mark on him, you ain't getting off with a one. I know. Managed to wrangle some real lookers this time, though.
This scene is for me it's pretty much
Tifa.
Tifa?
Yes?
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on, bro. Tifa over Aerith all day.
Wait a minute.
Lol. How good's you tricked her?
Nailed it. I know. Thank you. Moving on.
Nailed it. I know. Please move on.
Bit woozy, but I'll manage.
That's the best.
Hey, Tifa. How you doing? Okay. Oh, right.
Again, not holding back with Tifa
A friend of Cloud's. We were worried and thought
and her
we'd come
character
help
model.
you
Ooh, here we go. Jealousy ensues.
Cut the chatter.
Yep, there it is.
We gotta leave.
Huh?
Right now.
The side head tilt.
Not until I got what I came for.
Okay, bitch.
So, after we made it back to the slums, some guys came around asking all kinds of questions. So I did some digging.
And found out they were Corneo's men.
Right. They were interested in Avalanche.
Mm.
But I couldn't figure out why.
I guess Tifa's got the moon earrings on
So I thought I'd
that we
come and ask
equipped
the man himself.
to help Aerith in battle.
Seriously?
Thought if I could find a way and get someone on
okay.
one time. But then
Yeah.
I realized I'd only be one of 3 candidates. And that if he didn't pick me, it would all be for nothing.
Then your worries are over, aren't they? Because the other 2 candidates are right here, right?
Right.
So yeah, if we're all in on it, then
Was there a
nothing can
choice
go
in the
wrong.
OG around what dress Cloud wore?
You?
Yes, it was the central point.
Makes
Yeah.
no difference who gets chosen, does it?
I don't know, Aerith. It feels wrong getting you involved in all this.
Don't even bother trying to talk her out of it.
Aww, Cloud gets me.
What dress did you have, Stole?
Depending on.
I remember
on
mine
dress,
being like
that's how
blue.
Corneo chooses.
So what happens now?
I got whatever dress was given to me. I don't actually remember in the first playthrough of this game how I did it.
Gotcha. Oh, it's a vending machine.
Yeah, how funny is the Corneo vending machine? It's
Yeah.
actually really, really good. A nice touch, if you ask me.
Oh, it's got a soundtrack in there.
Maybe yeah, it's got Corneo's soundtrack actually.
Don of the Slums. Look at him. Look at him. Seedy Corneo. You musty bro.
Can we have a quick look at the way you're set up for battle?
Oh, we're about to encounter a fight here.
Not any big ones, but we just want to make sure we're on top of it. Just a couple of
Oh,
small
I got
ones.
Tifa back.
Exactly.
Let's
Want to make sure
go.
that she is. Get Tifa equipped with fire and elemental, and then Aerith attack with exactly the same. So fire and elemental.
Well, I've only got one
Just
elemental though.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Okay, then Tifa and elemental with fire, and then Aerith with just a fire materia attached, and that should be fine. They're not formidable enemies. You should plow through them pretty quickly. It's fine.
Let's get a healing on Tifa. Just
err on the side of caution for sure. Always.
Yeah, always. No Barret.
Don't worry too much about Cloud. He's not fighting.
What did you say to have Tifa? Sorry, Aerith in?
I think she's alright the way she's set up.
Yeah,
She's a
yeah.
magic. She's always magic, so the setup's fine.
Listen
Yeah,
up.
carry on.
I'm sure you're still feeling a bit woozy, but tonight's audition's about to begin.
So seedy, imagine.
Head out the door to the left and up the stairs.
But the thing that I see is unnecessary here in Corneo's mansion, which is obviously an insert into the game, it wasn't in the OG, is that you went through that whole gassing procedure that you gassed the girls and then brought them down to the basement. Like, in the OG it's like, just go down to the basement. There was none of this whole gassing thing involved. Why is that? Why was that necessary to do that? I don't feel like it was necessary to do that, and it makes the whole thing feel a hell of a lot more rapey.
Yeah. I mean, the signs were there. Even Leslie was like, you know what you're getting into.
Okay, my beautiful
Look at that.
ladies. Time to
Bebop and
line up
Rocksteady.
for the dawn.
Yo, this is musty. This whole thing is musty.
Wait, you look kind of familiar. We haven't met before, have we?
Just saying.
Whatever.
Nah. None of it.
Y'all good to go?
Whatever. Alright, Koch.
Do this thing.
Introducing Wall Market's most eligible bachelor, the one and only Don Corneo. Ladies?
Look at him.
Look at him. So good, man. Nailed him. Such a creep.
Whichever one shall I pick? Oh.
He's disgusting. Yeah, mate.
Or maybe you? Yeah.
Like, I love the tummy on him. Like, they just nailed him, man.
I like the curled tash, mate, and the purpose on how he shaves his beard.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
All the way down
Very
to the
specific.
floppy hair. It's amazing.
I've got it. Today's bride-to-be is...
Today's?
Not only that, the voice actor, he just kills it. Absolutely kills it.
Pathetic.
Huh?
Let's go, Cloud.
Which one of you said that? Was it you? Ooh, you got a mouth on you. I'm gonna enjoy breaking it in. Today's lucky lady.
Yo,
is
so
Big
gross.
Bone Girl. Still playing hard to get? I can dig it. Oh yeah. The leftovers are all yours. Yeah!
Okay, ladies. Y'all coming with me.
Anthony, we're approaching the best feel-good moment in the whole game. I just want to just point that out to you quickly.
Yo, I'm invested.
Nobody here but you and me. Oh, you're even cute.
Yo, this whole thing is musty as, bro. His belly moves.
What was that?
It's
Don't you
good.
worry your pretty little head. Just to
Come on, sugar, give me some love.
So he films it?
and to ensure you don't do anything inappropriate like
Insurance policy.
Asshole.
Oh, praise me more.
Hey, yo, fellas.
Best feel-good moment the whole
Let's
Final
go.
Fantasy VII experience.
Let's go.
Amazing moment. Amazing. Hats off. Let's go.
Courtesy of the ever generous Don Corneo.
And the music,
himself.
amazing.
Never
Everything,
forgets,
amazing.
Don provides.
Yeah.
Bebop and Rocksteady about to get it.
So, ladies, ready to get to it?
Yeah. I guess I'm good to go whenever. How about you, Tifa?
4 guys between us. Okay, let's not keep Cloud waiting.
Right.
Let's go, Dragon Eyes Tifa. I'm with you.
I know you. The Colosseum.
What the hell? Oh, you stupid! Wait!
Good job, Eric. It was nothing compared to you.
Man, just everything.
Andrea filled me in on the situation. I come
Oh, Leslie's the good guy.
I'll do what I can to clean this up. Just finish the job.
Ooh,
Thank you.
interesting plot twist. There they are.
Okay, let's go rescue Cloud.
Wait.
No, you're good, you're fine. Just carry on. We set you up.
How Brennan was mentioning previous stream, there's a way you change who your party leader is?
Yeah, you can. So go back into battle settings. Do you want Tifa as your leader, or do you want her? Yeah, okay. Alright, fair enough.
Of course, but I can't control her now? That's the whole point of doing that.
Have a look at... No, don't go out the door. Have a look inside. You got
Ah, too late.
Chests. No, you can turn around and go back, it's fine. There are chests to get, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just got, like, utter refusal to play as, I really wanted to control,
Sorry,
really want to control
Aerith,
Tifa there.
Tifa has a moment, it's fine. Don't worry, it'll come up.
No more chests.
Yeah.
This
No more
dirty
chests, you're right.
sex dungeon.
Better hurry.
Yeah, we will hurry, bro. But also,
Go
I'm
downstairs.
pretty sure Cloud can take care of himself.
Downstairs.
Yeah, I got it. Downstairs. Oh, there we go. Oosh! Shuriken.
Feels like I'm on fire!
What abilities do I have? Dive kick, let's go.
Here goes. All set.
No holding back!
This dude is lame. Gotta love me some Tifa, man.
So it's
She's such a good fighter. Yeah, you gotta set up your combination buttons. Shortcuts, really good.
You've got this. Okay, let's go.
I see stars.
Alright, so you should find behind the, the large pots and stuff, there is a chest, and you should get the Fury Band. It's pretty important. You gotta get that one.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Does Tifa have another weapon?
Maybe. It's not where we do that. Star bracelet? No, just leather gloves.
Leather gloves? No, click on leather gloves.
Oh, Metal Knuckles, Sonic Knuckles.
Metal Knuckles, Sonic.
Ooh.
Whatever is physically stronger, obviously, but we want to learn, we want to be proficient with every single ability that is provided to us through Tifa's weapons, so make sure we're learning that, yeah?
Gotcha.
Put them on your battle
Ability
settings, that's what I'm saying.
overpower. So let's learn Sonic Knuckles. Let's get her some lining just in case. Don't know what binding is, but she can have
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just like, let's learn some AP with that. That could come in handy later.
Tifa.
Good. Back upstairs. Let's save Cloud. We're saving Cloud. Oh wait, sorry. Did we get the Fury Band? Sorry.
No. You go through
to
the
your
door,
right.
right?
To your right.
To your right?
No. To your right more. To your right more. Yep. Around that thing. Yeah. And there. In there. That's where you go.
Ooh, little secrets here.
It is. This is actually the only point in the game that you can get the Fury Band. So anyone who's watching, you actually have to relive all of these events, go through all of Jonny's bullshit side quests before you can get the Fury Band, and it's a very valuable item to have. So don't forget to collect it if you're actually here. If you're here, then do it. Not in there. That's where you came from. You want to go on to the next. Let's save Cloud. We're all here for saving Cloud. You might even want to equip that Fury Band.
But save Cloud? Are you mad?
No, accessory. Yeah. Fury Ring. Sorry, I said Fury Band. In the OG, it's Fury Band. Here, it's Fury Ring. Excuse me.
I mean, band is kind of a ring, isn't it?
What are you doing here?
Oh, hello.
It is.
Which was the ability I just learned? Focus Strike.
Ooh, yeah, you want to learn that one. Very good.
This is it!
Oh, Tifa, man, look at her with her ATB, just killing
I
her.
know. I know, I'm just gonna continue to use
bonus
this.
gained. Like, that's how quickly it happens with her, man. This is so funny. We're in the middle of, like, one of the biggest cutscenes of the game, where you're in Corneo's mansion. It's just like we have 2 quick fights in between the cutscenes, and that's all right. I'll just get my proficiency bonus.
Let's finish on it.
You ready?
Ooh.
Would kill for a shower.
So we learned that. Equipment. Metal knuckles. And what does that one do? Focus strike is good when an enemy is pressured. Okay, nice. Kind of like Cloud's like forward. What is it? You know, his dash.
Focus strike.
Yeah. Overpower. That's the one we're gonna learn. Let's go. Let's go through. Let's save Cloud. I mean, Cloud doesn't need saving. Are we serious? He's about to chop up Corneo.
Corneo obviously does not stand much of a chance, but anyway.
Tell me what a bad boy I am.
Anything that has focus name is good for pressured enemy. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense. You're focused. Yeah.
Who the hell gave you permission to do that?
Cloud has focus thrust, for example. Then you've got focus strike with that Tifa. Yeah, those two together are amazing.
Sorry, but your boys had to learn some manners too.
What the?
Cloud, your clothes.
Just knapsack.
Yeah,
old
knapsack,
school, old school homeless sack on stick. Just your clothes. Oh, he's still into it.
So you're a man, huh? What are you 3 up to?
We'll ask the questions. Like, why'd you have men in Sector 7 asking about Avalanche?
Huh? Don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. Let's try again.
Choose your options wisely, Anthony. Back in just a moment.
Not bad. Ooh, okay.
Avalanche. Spill the beans, or
I'll cut him off.
Lol.
All right,
My guy Cloud, let's go.
I'll talk. Some guy with a gun for an arm. I was paid to find him.
Ooh, Barrett.
I can't tell you that. They'd hunt me down like a dog.
Well, you better. 'Cause if you don't,
I'll rip him off.
Strike at someone's weakness. The pressure point.
Heidegger.
Heidegger? Okay.
Shinra. And what were they planning?
The return of Shinra shenanigans.
Better left unsaid, you know.
See, I'm not so sure they are. Better keep talking.
Or I'll smash them.
All right, you got me. I could never say no to a sexy girl. Since Avalanche blew up 2 reactors, Shinras decided they ought to stamp them out, home base and all.
Okay.
I mean, stamp out. By targeting the support pillar and blowing...
Oh no, they're gonna lower the whole...
Did I stutter? The plate will come crashing down.
Yeah, the plate's gonna fall on the sector.
It'll be Sector 6 all over again. I'm sure you've been there and seen the wreckage for yourself, so you know exactly what Sector 7 is gonna look like.
They wouldn't.
Come on, guys. We gotta go.
Before you do...
No.
I have returned.
Please, this won't take long. As everyone knows, villains only divulge their plans in a certain situation. But what is that situation?
Fair play. Fair play for when they think they're gonna win. When they think already won.
Yeah, that's your choice.
Yep.
Ooh, check you out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Time's up. The answer lies...
Can I not just select that one?
You're too slow, apparently.
What? Oh, I had to click it?
Yeah, but actually you chose the right option.
The sewer.
Yeah, normally he's like, yeah, exactly. Wow. Check out everything. Check out where we are. Check out the situation. Cloud, Aerith, Tifa. Just got done. They got outsmarted by the Don. I mean,
yeah.
Clearly, that's exactly what we expect from him. He is a mastermind. He knows what's up.
Ooh,
for sure. Ooh, we do have... No, it's not Heidegger. It's President Shinra.
There's Heidegger.
The Turks
Yep.
are on top of it. Yes, there will be no delays.
Please, Mr. President, I am asking you to
Breathe.
reconsider. No,
Breathe. Very important. Very
Sector 7
important character.
Undercity is home to more than 50,000.
Director Twisty.
His surname's Twisty.
At least let us issue a warning, sir.
The stench of the director's cowardice fills the room yet again.
These barbarians, mate.
Learn to live with it.
Billy Bob
The cost
Thornton.
of human soul.
Yeah.
The cost of human soul does not come into the equation. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for continuing with this for this long. This is a bit of a longer stream than usual. Hit resume is fine, Ant. And, you know, we do find ourselves right now in the sewers, and Cloud's just getting up. He's dazed, he's confused. We had a bit of a crazy experience at Don Corneo's mansion, as obviously you would expect. This is the great thing. Cloud actually has a choice right now. Who is he going to go to? Is he going to go to Tifa, or is he going to go to Aerith and ask them, hey, how's it doing, lass? How are you feeling? Are you okay? Where are we? Obviously, we're in Don Corneo's lair. This decision that Anthony has to choose as to who he's going to wake up is only going to happen when we return from our stream. Yeah? He has a choice right now. Is he going to choose Tifa, or is he going to choose Aerith? Find out in the next stream. Thank you so much for joining us. But for right now, I want to have a chat, and I do just want to have a bit of a chat. Yeah. Get us into a nice little visual here, and so we can have a talk about the events that have just happened, because we actually did cover a lot in this stream, story-wise, didn't we?
My favorite section of Final 7 OG has dramatically changed, and probably for the better, in my opinion. I really, really enjoy the new version of Wall Market. I especially love the addition of the Colosseum, as you're talking me through it, the Hell House, and how they present it, because you're right, I totally forgot it was in the underground, or the highway before, the smashed highway, and it was just, a meaningless boss. But now you've got maybe a couple of theories behind it. Shout out to Brandon once again, giving us top tips and tricks on how to defeat it with poison. That came through in the clutch, big time. I didn't even use Aerith's arcane once during that winning battle because of that.
Hats off, pal.
Big time.
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you managed to actually. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, and it's just, it feels better than just running around and trying to find items to dress Cloud up, right? Because that's the one thing I remember is like, oh, you got to run here and grab this item and grab this item, and then all of a sudden you can dress him up and you can sneak him in. It felt better doing it the new remake way as opposed to the OG way. I'm sure we're in. I mean, I don't remember too much about the dungeon that we encounter in the sewer in the original, but I'm sure we're in for an annoying dungeon as any Final Fantasy VII dungeons are on the next one. But yeah, mate.
Yeah. If I can jump in, Wall Market for me is obviously it's an expansion on the original. It is so much better than the original was. The original was a place where, you know, you have exactly as it's described, it's a wall. So you walk from the southern section up to the northern section, and there are basically side quests for you to achieve in both sections. However, in the OG, they weren't very apparent to you, and that's a small thing I kind of want to hone in here in this conversation, is that if you're going to redo that, then that's kind of something you also need to incorporate into your remake. So what we found in remake, you know, from the beginning, start on, it's like if you need to go somewhere, they're going to show you that with an exclamation mark, whether it's green or blue, and triangles. So I'll hit triangle on that. Okay, well, we know that's where we're supposed to be right now, right?
Yeah.
It gives you an actual clue as to what you're doing. The coolest thing in OG about Wall Market is that there was so much more to Wall Market than most casual players would have ever experienced, because in Wall Market you can get through without doing too much. However, if you spend the time, if you actually listen to the comments that the NPCs are saying, like NPC will say something like, "Oh, I'm feeling sick today." Okay, you're feeling sick? That means I need to go and get some sort of an item which is going to help this person and their sickness. So some sort of a digestive. Digestive was the name in the OG. Yeah. So that's what would cure the person at the toilet. So in Remake, you did something similar, and I'm glad you took this path, and I'm glad I pointed it out to you. Hey, follow Jonny, because you're gonna he's gonna send you on a different path to what you would do if you hadn't followed him. This is actually a fantastic thing that they've incorporated into Remake, as to get Wall Market as that thing that has so many different options. When you arrive, you're like, okay, we're going north, we're going south, we're going east, we're going west. What are we doing? Who are we seeing? Him? We're seeing him. I think that they've done a great job, a fantastic job in bringing this into Remake and updating it. I mean, the tasks are different, obviously, and you would agree, Anne, right? I mean, the tasks are different, but that's okay. I think we all agree that it's still fun, because it's not about dressing up Cloud anymore, which OG was all about. It was about, okay, we're going into the gym right now, we're doing squats because we want to get the best tiara for Cloud.
It's navigating the debaucherous area you find yourself in and playing by their rules, which was set at the start. Hey, that's cheating. That's a double-headed coin. Welcome to Wall Market, mate. And then that's how you get through. You play by their rules and you beat them on their terms, no matter how much the cards are stacked against you. And yeah, you're right. It wasn't about dressing Cloud up. It was about the hunt and playing by Wall Market's rules. And I think it was, as we were just saying, and as I said before, it's probably the best change I've seen this game do so far. And it's the one that'll probably stick with me the most.
Yeah, I think, and for you as a player who has very little knowledge of Wall Market, the only knowledge you have is it was good fun. Did that provide an entertaining experience for you? And I think that you can walk away from that saying, wow, that was fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, it was sick. Yeah, it was banging. All the way from the ability to walk through and see the seedy underbelly and the north side of Wall Market. Because that's what I remember. It was like the north and the south. And then Corneo's mansion. And yeah, even to the dance scene with Andrea. It was wicked. It was wicked. I like how there's multiple ways you could navigate through that whole area.
I'd like to focus in a little bit more on the whole Honeybee Inn section of it, because in OG, when you go into Honeybee Inn, you're basically faced with a decision as to peek into the surrounding rooms. It's in a honeycomb shape, the particular room. So you kind of got 5 or 6 rooms. It's like a pentagon, and you know, it's like, what are we looking at? And some of those things are quite explicit. You know, that's just how the game is. I don't want to, you know, degrade that in any term whatsoever, but that's just what it was. And to have replaced that with this whole cabaret dance theme type setup. I mean, if you're going to replace it, I feel like they've gone a fantastic path with regards to that. How do you feel about that, Ant?
Yeah, loved it, mate. Like, it was unexpected, for sure. I mean, I had a certain expectation because I was set up by yourself and Brandon in the chat. But
I feel you weren't expecting that, right?
No, but I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. My only beef was I wish it was a bit quicker and a bit more difficult. It probably would have made it set in more. Because all of a sudden, Cloud just turned from a soldier into a cabaret dancer. He turned into Moulin Rouge overnight, and I wish it was like quite difficult. Not as difficult as Hell House, but they could have thrown a couple more button combinations in there, and it would have made you really focus in and made you really feel like you had to earn it. But other than that, for comedic effect, I'm here for it. That was great. If all other changes throughout this remake are the same as that, I'm here for it. Absolutely.
Cool.
We'll see where the ghosts sit, and we'll see how this next dungeon is. And I mean, I think you have a kind of feeling as to who I will choose after all we've talked about on the stream. Bum bum bum. I mean, but who knows? I may have to use my head. May have to use a magician as opposed to a brawler. I'm not too sure. But I guess everyone watching, thank you for tuning in to the Wall Market episode. This was a beloved episode, and me and Stoll had talked about this for a long time before we even played this one, and I'm so glad I played it through with him and you guys as well, watching along. And till next time on the stream, give us a little bit of a like and a follow if it's not too much trouble for you guys, and hopefully to see you next time.
Yeah, cool. Right. Just to add on to that, absolutely on board with everything Ant said. I also think that the Wall Market whole situation is definitely an addition to the OG and definitely adds on. Fantastic thing. We've only got more to look forward to, obviously. Anthony right now is about to embark on a completely different journey. I mean, we saw him go through some trials and tribulations in the last stream, but it's only going to be more fun. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Let's go. Laters, team.